Put in effort. Push yourself. Freaking push yourself. Are you leaving gains on the table? Because for the longest time, you know, in my early 20s and late teen years, I was working out and I would get into it and I would be consistent for a while and then I would slack off. And I would slack off because I wasn't seeing results and I didn't have the mindset back then to do it. But the reason that I wasn't seeing the results like I should have been is because I was going to the gym and I was leaving gains on the table. And there's a lot of different ways that you can leave gains on the table. And not all of them are in the gym. Some of them are at home. But I'd say, so number one on leaving gains on the table is going to be effort. So if you're coming to the gym, you're using your time out of your day to come and better yourself. But then if you work out half-ass, you know, you're not going to failure. You're not pushing yourself. Your heart rate's never getting up. Then are you really bettering yourself, or are you just wasting your time? Because time is very valuable. You don't ever get that time back. So why not just go the extra 2 reps that you were too lazy to do? Because those extra 2 reps is what's going to put muscle on you versus not. Because your body only grows whenever it sees the need to. And if it's used to doing 3 reps of 225, and you come in here and do 3 reps of 225 for a year, and you never add weight to it, or you never add 2 more reps, is your body ever going to grow? No, it's not going to. You're not going to get stronger, and you're not going to gain muscle. So you're leaving gains on the table, and you're wasting your time, and time is a very valuable thing. So don't do that. Just push yourself, and make the best of it. Whew. The pre-workout is hitting hard right now. Like, real good. Whew. I took 5 days off of pre-workout, then took a scoop and a half this morning. Oh, it's so great. So great. Oh boy. All right. So, the next thing that will make you leave gains on the table is probably going to be diet. Now, I know I harp on diet all the time. I harp on it so much. Kitty cat, come work out with me this morning. But I would say, you know, me as a younger person working out, I didn't understand the diet thing. Like, I'm like, well, I'm working out and I'm still staying skinny. It was discouraging. But your body can only grow as much as you feed it. So I mean, if you're not feeding it what you need, and I know, I always think it's funny, people are like, and I was this guy, you know, you're like, man, I'm eating so much protein. I had a huge high protein diet this morning. And you're like, okay, well what'd you have? I had 3 eggs. I had 3 eggs and some grits But man, I had 3 eggs. It's like, and then I'm just sitting here thinking, okay, so you had like at most 20 grams of protein for breakfast, and that's it. And then they'll be like, I'm eating so much, man. I'm eating so much. I just can't grow. And then you ask them, okay, well, what are you eating? How many times a day are you eating? I'm just eating, and they don't really have an answer for you because they don't have a diet. They just eat when they're hungry. And you're not gonna grow by eating when you're hungry. This is not the way it works. You have to eat whenever you make yourself eat, because you're disciplined and your mind's controlling your body, not the other way around. So, I mean, you really can't eat 3 times a day. You just can't eat 3 times a day and expect to get in your calories. I mean, you should be over 4,000 calories a day if you're trying to put on muscle. Yeah, I mean, if you're a skinny guy, that's what you should be. Now, you can get liquid calories and liquid protein in, which is great. And that's honestly like where I started seeing some big improvements, because especially if you work, it is hard to eat more than 3 times a day. But what's not hard is before you walk out the door in the morning before work to make you a protein shake that's got 1,200 calories in it. It's not hard. It literally is just milk, 2 scoops of whey protein, and a bunch of peanut butter and a banana. I mean, just a couple of good large scoops of peanut butter and a banana, blend it up. That's like 1,200 calories and about 80 grams of protein down the hatch. So that's a good way to start the day out. And then you know how you end the day out? You do that again before bed. And now, with your 3 meals, as long as you're eating, good healthy meals, meat and a carb, potato, rice, whatever it may be, whatever your thing is, 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which is easy. Most people do that, I would say. And you add those 2 1,200 calorie shakes on it that are easily 60 to 80 grams of protein. You're up there, you just hit your mark. And all it was 2 extra shakes a day. But that's not hard to do. That'll put muscle on you, So you have to be cognitive of what you're eating and quit thinking about food as when you quit thinking about food as pleasure and you start thinking about food as fuel, and it's not a desire, it's a must. It's like I must eat this much, not because I want to, because I have to, or I'm gonna stay skinny for the rest of my life. That's whenever you start. That's when it all clicks. That's when it started clicking for me. So diet. I know I'll harp on it, but I'm telling you, if you're not getting your protein in, and track protein. That is probably your biggest. Like calories are easy. If you're eating enough a day, you're probably getting your calories in. Especially if you drink them 2 shakes, like I started doing. But track your protein. You got to be getting the protein in, because you will not grow without the proper amount of protein. And when I say proper amount of protein, I mean 200 grams plus a day. If you're 180 pounds, shoot for 200 grams. Because if you want to be 20 pounds more muscle, you got to have that extra protein, or you're not going to grow. All right. So the next thing that figured out, finally learned. I had people tell me this my whole life, but it's probably going to be sticking to the basics, especially at first, because there's always a foundation that needs to be built. So I was the kid that liked to come in the gym and do, let's just say, I would do, hammer curls. I go to the gym and do hammer curls like 4 days a week. It's great stuff. Except for I was staying skinny. I was just staying skinny, and my arms would grow. Big arms are cool and stuff, but that's not what really makes you strong as far as real world strength and building that foundation. So if you want to build the foundation, you gotta stick to the basics. And I mean by basics is if you want to be strong, you gotta have a strong core, strong back, strong legs, strong shoulders. So Your legs, biggest muscles in your body. You got little legs, you're not gonna grow, you're not gonna, and also another big thing about legs, hitting heavy legs, big muscle group, it's gonna skyrocket your testosterone. Proven fact, moving heavy stuff skyrockets testosterone, which is good, it's anabolic. If you're trying to put weight on, because weight equals strength, weight equals power, okay? Look at the size of my legs. Okay, look, I can't even get my pants over my legs anymore. That used to not be a problem. It is now. It's not really a problem. I don't have little twig legs anymore. But look at the size of my legs versus my bicep. If these grow at equal rates, which one's gonna put more weight on you? Your legs, they're bigger. You're gonna gain more weight, okay? Weight equals power. Okay, next thing, back. You wanna be strong, you can't have a weak back. Your back stabilizes your whole body, okay? What's your best workout for back? Deadlifts. You wanna get strong, get a strong deadlift. Not only is it gonna put muscle on your lower back, it's gonna put muscle on your upper back, it's gonna put muscle on your shoulders, it's gonna put muscle everywhere because your body adapts to hard things. You're picking up heavy stuff, deadlifting, your whole body's gonna grow. And you know, simultaneously, it's all gonna grow. It's all gonna you're gonna put muscle anywhere. Legs, what's the best leg workout ever? I mean, everybody knows it's heavy back squat. Nobody wants to do heavy back squat. You know why? Because it hurts. It freaking hurts. It's the lower back, it's core, it's legs. You're gonna feel dizzy. You're gonna wanna throw up, but you wanna get big, you wanna get jacked, you wanna get strong, you gotta do heavy back squats. Just don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. If you can't do heavy back squats, it's because you're probably not strong. And you're probably cheating yourself out of gains because you're not doing heavy back squats. The next thing is shoulders. And the reason shoulders, okay, you pick up something heavy. Go pick up anything heavy. Stand up with it. Try walking or just stand still. What's the first thing that's going to start burning? Your shoulders. You know why? Because your shoulders is what keeps your damn arm attached to your body. You want to be strong, you want to be able to pick up heavy stuff, you got to have heavy shoulders. Don't skip shoulder day. I don't care what it may be. Flies, dumbbell, shoulder press, whatever you do for shoulders, keep doing it. Don't skip it. It's going to make you strong. It's going to keep your arm attached to your body, okay? Core. You want to be strong, you got to have a sturdy core. Core is what stabilizes your whole body you know, at the same time that your back is. You got a weak core, you're not going to be able to do a heavy back squat. You're not going to be able to do a heavy deadlift. You're not going to be able to do anything because you're going to be hurting your back all the time because they work together. So the biggest thing for putting on size, putting on strength for beginners is to get good at your basics. Don't go to the gym and be the kid that does arm day. Arm day is good. Everybody loves getting big arms, but your body has to grow at the same time or you're not going to be strong and jacked. It's just not the way that it works. You don't want to be the freaking mailman. I don't know why. Mailman always has twig legs. Sorry if you're a mailman. Maybe you don't. They come in the gym, they hit an arm pump for 30 minutes and then out they go every single day. They don't wear shorts because their legs look like chicken legs. Don't be that guy. You got to get strong all around. That's building your foundation. Okay, so just a little quick deal. This is kind of, I don't know, I guess it kind of is leaving gains off the table, so it can kind of go in this video. But the whole concept where people don't do lower chest no more because it grows better, it's kind of true, but also, you're in a big chest, hit lower chest. Just do it. I mean, you will benefit from it. Your chest will get bigger, and your bench will get better too. Because why do you arch your back when you bench? Because it engages your lower chest. Well, if you arch your back when you bench, but you don't ever hit lower chest, you probably have a weak lower chest, which means your bench is gonna suffer from it. So don't be a pussy. Hit lower chest. There's really no reason not to. Okay. There's just not, unless you have like a massive lower chest and no upper chest and you look disformed and unproportionate, maybe then, but otherwise just hit chest all the way around. Okay, so next thing, there's so many guys. I'm trying to keep this video like reasonable for time, but there's just so many ways that you can leave gains on the table. And you start figuring these out, you start making gains. So the next thing is you're the skinny kid. You come into the gym, and you know nobody wants to be skinny and weak. The sad truth is, if you're skinny and weak, you're not fooling nobody. So just do what you can do. You go into the gym, you see a 240-pound monster of a man. He's got some freaking 80s, and he's curling 80s. Okay? So you go and get some 80s, and you're like, I can do that. Okay, don't be that guy. Yeah, he didn't get that big by doing that. You're wasting your time. What you should probably do, maybe even not 40s, maybe you start with 25s. I promise you, I started with like 30s, maybe. So, technique. You gotta have proper technique. It does make a difference. So you go get some 40s, you put your ego aside. You're small and you're weak, you don't want to be no more. Nobody there's judging you. People there are just, honestly, they're proud of you. They're glad to see people bettering themselves. So go get your weight you can do. Keep your elbow tucked in and straight, and just do it. And just do it properly. Do it properly. And before long, you'll be bumping up to 50s. And before you know it, you may be doing 60s with hammer curls. You know what I'm saying? So like, the big thing is technique. Okay, the next thing I see people do, these kids. And I'm guilty of it, okay? You go get on the bench, you put some weight on it you can't really do. What are you doing? Coming like here, okay? You're pressing, because you know you can't get a full range of motion. Are you leaving gains on the table while doing that? Absolutely, 100%. Put some weight on the bar that you can get a good depth. You can touch your chest, push it back off. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be the ego lifter. I know that's such a basic deal, but like seriously, just do what you can do, because ego lifting is not really going to get you anywhere. In a sense, you're going to get bigger from moving weight, but you're going to get even bigger faster if you move weight properly. Another big thing in the whole technique realm is injury. You're going to do deadlift. Maybe your gym bro can do 100 pounds more than you. Oh well, I promise you he don't mind taking the weight off. Don't freaking be stupid and start doing deadlifts like this, where your legs can't pick it up, so you use your lower back to do it. You're gonna get injured and you're gonna be out of the gym for even longer. And that kind of stuff is just not worth it. You're hurt, you're out of the gym, you're not making progress, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your life. So just do what you can, do it properly, and watch how fast you increase in weight. And honestly guys, like when I first started out, I started at a gym, and I was always young. I was one of the youngest people in the gym whenever I was starting, and nobody in there judges you. Like all those big jack guys, they're freaking stoked to see young kids in there doing the work and trying to better themselves. It's a good community, but like if you are embarrassed, or you go to the squat rack and you can only do a plate, who cares? That's great. I mean, but if you're that guy, just do it at home. Build your foundation at home. I mean, that's always an option. But in all honesty, don't be embarrassed. Everybody starts somewhere. You just got to start and do it properly, and you will grow from that. about a lot because there's a lot to it. Last thing I want to talk about that will keep you from maximizing your potential or make you leave gains on the table in the gym, as far as the workout and the bodybuilding, the health, and the whole lifestyle, is consistency. Consistency is the biggest thing to all of it. You gotta stay consistent. You gotta have a schedule. My schedule is every day, pretty much. I'm in the gym. I might take a day, once, like one a week, sometimes. Most of the time though, like working out is what gives me, I don't want to say joy because there's more to life than just working out, but it makes my day better every day. So I want to do it every single day. And for me personally, like as long as I'm eating right, getting proper sleep, and you know, all the healthy stuff, getting my protein in, my recovery is plenty good enough to work out every day. So that's what I do. Sometimes I take a rest day if I feel like I'm getting fatigued. But consistency is the key to all of it. Show up every day and just do the work every time. Don't slack off. Don't have a hit or miss workout. You know, pre-workout, man. Maybe it's not good for you, I don't know, but what is worse for you is not working out at all. I wake up at 5:15 to 5 o'clock every morning, take my pre-workout and hit the gym because it is instant motivation. I used to not take it, started taking it. I used to work out in the evenings. The problem with that was I was tired by the time I got home because I'm a carpenter, so I'm doing physical labor all day. So I started doing my workouts in the mornings. My progress skyrocketed. My energy in the gym skyrocketed. My day starts off better, and I just take pre-workout, man. You're not gonna be tired when you take 2 scoops of pre-workout, or start with like one. You know, don't be that caffeine addict right off the bat. But yeah, consistency, just doing the work consistently. I promise you, if you show up consistently, you need to be working out more than 3 days a week. Just work out more than 3 days a week. It'll pay off, and I promise you, you will see gains. You will benefit from it. You will be happier. You will love your life better. There is no con to getting jacked. There's nothing bad about it. There's no downfall. If you want it bad enough, you'll make time for it. Be consistent. I hope you guys got something from this. You know, just get jacked. Your life will be better, I promise. And don't leave gains on the table because time is precious. You don't ever get it back. Once you waste it, it is wasted. So don't waste it. Use it wisely. Thanks for watching, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and y'all have a good one.